Okay, after a week that I couldn't stream, I think my volume is too high. Yeah, I'm just trying to tweak my microphone. Okay, sadly I cannot listen myself like I did before. I had to do a weird trick here, but I'm just trying to compensate that there is not too much volume. Dang. Maybe it's here the key. Okay, so it was around here. So guys, how are you doing? I decided to update a bit the hardware of my stream, so right now finally have a mixer, a decent mixer where I can just improve the quality of my voice, and for work purposes I may need it for teaching. So let's start on what we left before. Okay, because there is a lot to cover, and what we did before on the controller app, so we may have to pick it up. So let me go overbook so somebody can pass by. Sorry, I'm still recovering, but I think pretty much I'm done here with this cough. Let me pull this around here in the top, because I don't want to lose what I'm doing here. Yeah, there you go. I will start to just load the project what I have here. So I have here. I need to test this just for a second because I need to hear myself for this. Let me listen to myself to see how's the volume. Volume 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So pretty much it's working. If you if you hear that my voice is just cutting, I mean to lower the volume of the voice, which is good at this point. I can just try to speak soft, but I have to try to lower probably the way the sensitivity of my microphone is insane at the moment. So I'm trying to probably reduce some of the sensitivity patterns of my microphone. Okay, like pretty much is good here. So the first thing that we have to do here is this 90. I will leave it in 80. Yep, that pretty much is what I want to do. But yeah, let's reload the project. It's something I'm working on like Pro. I will leave it aside. Let's start with loading the project from Git, the audio visualize project. But I think I will do that for here. Audio visual. I should do a quick switch rather than this. Okay, so there are two things that probably I want to do before streaming, and is that up to this point on internal tests I did with Bifuteki, I was able to configure Streamable Pro to work with vMix. So let me see if I can launch the project that I have here with vMix. And this is pretty much what is happening. I will try to, I don't know, I think while I'm using the camera on XSplit, I cannot be able to use the camera on vMix. But just to show you that the Streamable Pro now works properly on vMix, but it has to have a couple tweaks on its things. Let me switch here to run Streamable Pro. And I have a bunch of crap here. Oh, this is what we have to do here. Nope. Uh. Paper elements. Okay, I can take these. I have to study this later. Excuse me? No, 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 no. Don't open the window. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is to show you how this works. So what I will do is to create this scene that is probably the core part working on. Okay, I may have to turn on my PS so we can have some sort of input from the game. I'm not so sure if Vmix will capture the input. Let's see. Add an input. I think it should catch El Gato. Haha! It doesn't catch El Gato. Oh man, that's a blow up. Um, Let me see. No, this sucks balls. Really. The view delay, focus PowerPoint color, audio input, titles, no, flash, no. Virtual sets, yes, but I don't see anything coming from. Okay, I can just use this is a virtual set. Let's use a blank one. Let's create a new input, and then the input will be the desktop capture. So I'll use probably the display that I am using, or probably display 2. Okay, so I am just watching my daughter over here. So. To the list of projects, LBC. There you go. Let's keep that. And let's see. This is the desktop capture should be the background. The layer 1 should be cross localhost. Okay, perfect. So what I want to do now is to do the transition between one to another. So I will add another source. I will add a on transition in, and I will say browse reload, and I will say reload browser localhost, say add, and then that's it. Pretty much I will have to just select the source, and then let's do the transition. Pay attention to this part of the screen when I'm pointing the mouse. So I'm gonna to do fade, and now if I go in, oh, it didn't animate. Oh, or I should do it. Oh, I see. I should not do it on the over. I should do over the transition. Oh, it's not fade. Should be any. Oh, it's an on completion. No, it's not on completion. I had to delete this. Sorry about that. Just blip, blip, blip. I had to delete is the scene. This is scene. Oh no, this is the input. This is my browser. This is my scene. This one. So I had to again. So I go to here. I will say in transition in browser reload, and I will say browse this localhost has to be reloaded. I have to add it before this 500 milliseconds. Okay. So in theory, this should be done the transition. So let's fade. I'm gonna fade back. Now this starts to animate. So for every scene that you have to animate the overlay. It doesn't happen automatically like it happens on XSplit or in your OBS. So you may probably find in a bit of trouble here, but the overlays of Stream Overlay Pro works on vMix up to this point. So let's do merge. There you go. Let's do wipe. And let's do cube zone. There you go. So it animates the overlay. So there are tricks that have to do with vMix, but the support of overlays on vMix is available at the moment for those who use vMix. Okay, so let's go back to our business. And the main thing that we have to do is probably to go and edit the auto visualizer. Preview editor. Okay, there you go. So we have a preview editor, and then let's try to reload the plugin that we were building the last time. Remember that you must have these XSplit props, otherwise it will be your doom. I wonder why it is doing this. Maybe I had to just click it on here. Yeah. We have our visualization and we have our panel of properties that now it looks a bit different. Well, it's just have to display and I have to figure the input. Oh, I thought I put this over the other side. Okay, let's fix this. So let's go back to the debugger because if we want to discern what is really So what you have to do is to download the explicit code. There is another code explicit pro from this URL. So I will put it here. Is oh come on. I hate when this happens. Yeah, I like your video, but now I'm broadcasting, bro. So I'm sorry, I have to jump you out. Yeah, thank you. So I'm trying to highlight this. So this is the URL where you can get the explicit props accordingly to the latest version of XJS framework. So once you get that and you get this file downloaded into the folder or the binary folder of XSplit, that usually should be in your local disk, program files x86, split media labs, XSplit broadcaster. You download this file here. And then you have to do something special here with the shortcut. So in your regular XSplit broadcaster shortcut, let's say I will just open file location, and then I will here. This is the shortcut. If you open it here again, you just I type XSplit broadcaster, then I say open file location. It opens this file here, and I will say properties. At the end of this URL, you will write as follows: enable HTML prop :2 and remote debug :9222. So what this means, when you run XSplit with this parameter, you're telling XSplit, hey, I need to run XSplit on debug mode, so I need to inspect whatever you render in HTML. Or whatever scene you have, or whatever I'm running at the moment, I need you to debug it. So this parameter pretty much is very helpful for that. The 9222 is the port where you will be running the debugger using a web browser. In this case, what you do is localhost :9222. In that way, you run the debugger. And then it will launch this page with 3 links. The second link is enable HTML prop 2 that will allow us to debug panel of properties for plugins that we will be developing. So let's go back. And what happened is here is if I do right here, I will be able to access whatever I was doing here. But if I want to debug that, and I need you to keep mindful of this, I need to change my camera and put it in here. So here, okay. I will jump to the scene and scene 7. Oh, I didn't activate. Sorry, file. I changed the scene. Okay, there you go. So we have the audio visualizer running, and we have over here. Yeah, over here, right here. This is the audio visualizer maps the input, and it starts to create a graphic based on whatever audio device you are picking. I forgot to add desktop, screen capture, this one. No, there is a capture from, I need to screen capture the full window. No, I didn't sell that. Screen capture. Now this is the screen. There you go. Now I need you to pay special attention on what's gonna happen here. Since I have an active scene, XSplit will start to emit the location on what I want to debug. For example, if I am right now, I'm the scene 6. as you may see here. Maybe you don't see clearly, but if you have a 1080p broadcast, you may see it here. If I do reload here, now you will see two things. One is a split audio visualizer and alertbox widget. Hey, that doesn't sound good. Okay. I have to explain myself here what happened. In theory, because I need to debug the CSS of this thing, oh, it is not showing? What? I thought it was showing the screen. Okay. That's a block, a file, live, change. Okay, now you see my desk. Sorry about that. Now, this is annoying in one point because I may need to restart the stream because what happened is I needed to change things on my camera, and this file explictprops.html was not running at the time the debugger or explicit starts, so I may have to restart the stream, thing that I hate to do it. So I will restart the stream and I see you in probably a second. Just give me a second, I will just restart this. I have to shut down and restart explicit in order for the debugger to work properly.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay, now in theory we are back, and let's verify here. If everything is working as expected, you have to keep in consideration this file. If you enable explicit props while you are running the parameters I previously mentioned, you will have certain difficulties in configuring, for example, your webcam. If I right-click on the webcam, I see the panel properties is completely empty. So if you're developing and at the same time streaming, you have to be very careful on this. But in the other hand, do you remember this page that we say what is currently loaded onto the page? So if I refresh it, right now I can see X split source properties debugger. So what I'm gonna do now is to find the process where, okay, I still going to sources. It should be in elements. Now this would be a bit confused because the dialog is encrusted of the inside of this iframe. Inside of this iframe, there is the document we want to inspect. And what I have to do is probably find out. You see, this dialog custom. If now this is the problem. If I ever do click on this one, I will lose the focus. Even if it stays sticky here, if I even do click here, I will lose whatever I have here. Yep. So, oh, there you go. Okay, I think I'm a lucky bastard. Let's see. Now, where the hell I left the CSS? Oh, I remember. The CSS is contained here. Okay. There's a special case here, and let me open again the source for this. Oh, getting a bit lost. So we use Polymer components in order to build the UI. So if I right click here, I will see the panel properties styled as XSplit always do it. And the idea here is just to find this. I will just drag this. I cannot drag it. I can drag the main window. So the idea here is to find why it is behaving out of what I'm expecting. So you see, this is not the position it should be. So what I'm gonna do is to fix the CSS for this, and into my project I have something called XUI. So I have in source plugin. I have config. Oh no. Where are the extensions? I thought it was around here. The XUI components. There you go. Color picker. The color picker has a CSS. And what I may have to do. Let me start to remember more stuff here. I may have to go into color picker here. Color picker. Oh. Okay. So this is not automatically inherited by the component. So what I may have to do is just to put this here into the style sheet for the color picker. So if I click here and I save the CSS of the config page, if everything works fine, whenever I do click in this puppy, now it doesn't go into the other way of the page. It doesn't go all the way to the left. And now it is placed in the correct place. Margin top, it should be minus 123, I guess. It looks weird. I hope I don't put it down. Okay, no, it's perfect. 3, 20. 120. Yeah, there you go. If everything works fine, now it would be properly aligned to whatever is here. There you go. Now I have to do here is probably the color palette container. Color picker should be margin 0 auto. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see what happens. That's the reason we needed the bug. So let's move around here. Let's minimize this. Probably 50% of what I wanted to do is done. And what I want to do is to inspect the dialog. And my interest is on the color picker that I have here. So I will start to explore. And I may have to go and split the screen so I can see whatever I'm doing. and because I have the other visualizer, I don't want it to be down. Let's see. Should be up. No, yeah. It's even if it is off, I can be able to configure the page. This is very important. So I know there's a much it's the buggy, but I will try to display whatever I need over here. Okay. So please pay attention to this dialogue that I will try to put on top or just at least. I cannot do much. This is probably the best I can do. And then what I have to do is to go into the visualization document. And this is what happened. I hate this. Okay, I may have to extend this first. And this is the container. Animation? Yeah. No. So this is new. Hold on. Animation skin bars. Yeah, it's right here, but I cannot inspect down below because what I did before, because I was able to cross inspect over the hold a second. Now that I remember I did something. Okay, there you go. This one. And I guess what I have to play with is XUI. This is 24 by 24, 22 by 24. The idea is it has to be that, but for some weird reason, this division of color picker has to be changed, and it has to be vertical align middle. Instead vertical align middle, whatever it is. Margin. Oh, sorry. This is in color picker. So let me have to go here into this style sheet, look for color picker, the first definition of color picker. Color picker. Okay. Is this one. So what I'm gonna do is I will comment this part because really we don't need it. Let's say margin. Let's say auto 0, because what is happening is that the display of this part of the plugin is in a flex component, in a flex. Yeah, and if you know HTML5, you know that you can rearrange layouts using flex. Like you don't use display inline block, you use probably display flex, and whatever is inside here is displayed as a flex. Now it displays to the top. Now I have to tell the picker to find out what is the reason it displays like this. Let's go back to the debugger with this change. Oh yeah, I click here first, then open, right click here, and it starts to render and look for whatever is here. So let's find out. This is 22 by 22, and it is color picker. Yeah, it should be margin out to 0. No! This is the part that I hate the most. If I ever do click here, I can just pass the mouse over. So I'm trying to calculate which one is increasing the height, and it's the color picker. XUI color picker. It should be, let's see. Yeah, the parent is toolbox. I can say, yeah, margin. Oh, okay. So XUI color picker, solid option. So I will create here into the configuration here. I will add solid option should be margin. Auto 0. Oh, yeah. And let's say the height. Height is 22 pixels. Just to make sure it is properly displayed. Because somehow solid option it is rendering as 24 pixels right here. We want to make it 22 by 22. For some weird reason, it is not displaying as 20 by 20, 22 by 22, and this breaks. It's 24 by 24, 22 by 24. So I'm just making the height to be 22. So let's save it. And hopefully this time I can see this properly aligned to the center. Yeah, let's create some margin right. Oh, it should be on the component. Oh no, it's okay. Let's say this is margin left probably 2 pixels. Yeah, with this we solve the problem of spacing because it looks too close to each other. And now it has on this new space. There you go. And it looks nice. There you go. Probably I can just remove 101 just to make it align with the other selection box. Let's see. Click, click. 1 pixel. Yeah, 100. There you go. Now it's properly in our alignment. Oh, no. 99. No. Hold on. I'm just calculating here. If I reduce the amount, it should go up. If I increase the amount, it should be going down. But because I'm using margin top in negative values, it should give me some weird value here. Huh? Weird. Well, this isn't what I expected to do. So, say no more. It's time to go into adding the elements that I need to append to the configuration table. Okay, so pretty much working with this kind of components is a pain on the butt. Oh, what happened here? What happened? It looks so weird. It should not be displaying like that. And you have to excuse me. Sometimes I'm super picky on visual details. Like if a toolbox doesn't look like this, like you see the minus and plus, you see that this like a slider is bigger than this button. So I really want to polish the details of whatever I'm doing. So let's see what is causing this. So this is we call input range. It says that the input range has a height of 14. So this should be some sort of component that will tell me the height. Okay, let's inspect another thing, and it's excuse me, I need you to know how much. 14. Oh, this is 16. How come this is 16? Okay. Let's say this is 12. Okay. If it is 12, I want to adjust. Okay, 12, 10. Okay, let's see. I adjusted to 12. Let's adjust to 10. If it is that, I know exactly what I have to do. Oh, yeah. I have to go into this and French. I have to go into the CSS of the selector that we have here. So let's go here in your Sublime Text. So there's something called slider. Yeah. We have a CSS slider, and then we have to look for this. And I change this for 12. If everything is correct, it should be going up. Because for some reason, it displays weird in my site. Yes, now it looks like it should. It's not looking bigger than the other. Okay, so up to this point, we finished the graphical layout. So we don't need to worry. Oh, okay, if it is flames, it has to change the colors. If it is solid, no, actually, in any case, I think the user should be able just to color, solid. Oh yeah, solid custom. Oh, I have to change this. Solid custom. Okay, let's go over here, the config, and I don't think I need this. It was like a previous development. I don't need to use this either, because now what we have to do is to configure the document. What's it called? Bars? Yeah. Flames. Flame gradient. Very solid color. Yeah. Let's make it more specific. Skin, and we have this. Okay, there you go. It should look more decent up to the moment. It should look like this. Say paint gradient or solid color. Yeah, there's something more indicative that what we are gonna have to do. Oscilloscope bar. Okay, there you go. Now let's start to feed data to this. Let me see if somebody over Philippines can have an idea about okay, and we have to see into our repositories how to change the value of a slider or how to add values to the slider. Okay, assuming that this is a select box, I don't know how this looks. I wonder. Okay. Oh, sorry, I had to take this call. Hello, Dr. Malva. Oh no, he's much better. Actually, today he went to school. Okay, I'm just talking with the doctor of my son. Okay, so let's continue. I may have to see into the repos how people change select boxes here. And I think I may have to add a source. I know since I'm working on this, so it's very difficult to manipulate information that is coming from here. So I may have to figure out stuff by myself. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh, it shouldn't be here. Actually, my mainstream window is. Oh, I thought my mainstream window is the other one. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to run something else out of here. Sorry. Whoa. Forgot to run my stream labels and stuff. Okay, so let's start with the fact that I don't have any idea how to add options to this. So probably reading the JavaScript code will help me to understand how this works. This is an object from a function that is input text value, but I wonder how to is range value mean that start increment and increment. No, it's the option. Select. Select is the one that I option. Get label. Huh? value publish. This is a function. Let's see. I have my questions here. The options. Okay. May have to see the repos I have here. I know sometimes I come completely unprepared for this kind of sessions, but that's the idea. Oh, sorry, I cannot show this. I cannot show this. I'm so sorry. This is sensitive material for the. I have to look into XUI option. Looks like nothing. Let's look at the list of projects because I think it's the only way they can figure out stuff around here. Okay. Maybe they have something here. I knew it. These guys started using React components. Yeah. Oh no, this is just root. Let's see. Oh, that sucks balls. I have to get knowledge on React as soon as I can. Let me see if there is something called option. And there is only one? Eee. Let me see the row. Again, I cannot show you what I'm saying. You want to say I cannot show you that. Okay. Agree with that. So let's go into another project that could have that. Oh, the text. Hey, maybe here they have some sort of documentation which they don't have. I hate when this kind of packages doesn't have any sort of documentation. Now this thing, no, please capture you. Let me see. Oh, I want to add a periscope. Oh, I should add periscope to the interface for sure. It's complicated when I don't have the correct tools here. Excuse me. Just give me an alert plugin. Maybe there is something here that I can use. Let me see the index. If the index has a select or the XUI elements, Which they don't have. Okay. Input type balance. List contains. Oh, this is annoying. I cannot nail one. Oh, okay. Okay, I just wonder. I just wonder. I will just do it like a very hypothetical way. What? Let me see. Okay. So, assuming that this contrast I see here, I will do this as a jQuery element. So since I know jQuery that is loaded at this, then I will say here as follows. So assuming if it works like this, I don't need to worry anymore about it. So it will say here like a X UI option. And I will say attributes, attribute text, value. I will say comma hey, and I will say text. I will say hi. I'm assuming that probably this will work. If it works like I think it is, pretty much I don't need to ask anymore. On what is it? What is the chat? Yeah, here. Actually, I should pay more attention to my chat in Twitch. What is my mobile? There you go. And I will say append to. Actually, as prepend to, it should be the last element of the list. And I will say the selector for this one is bit sample. Now let's see. If this makes more sense. Yeah, I'm just increasing the font size just in case anyone has what the hell I'm doing here. So let's see how this behaves. So let's go over the preview editor. I have a preview editor working fine here. So if I do click here, let's see the options. Oh, hi. What? I break everything here. If I want pizza, oh, okay. Yeah, please say hi. No, I can see you. Come here. Here. Say hi to the people. Come on. Over here. Just Just come down, 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 down. Yeah, see? This is yourself there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got pizza. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll get more pizza later. But this is not what I expected. You start to load high everywhere. You start to append. Oh, no. No. I think I did something. Okay. I see what it did. It picked all the high XUI options and set everything. Okay, so step number 2. So let's create the object instead in text format because we only want to depend that one. We will just do this. Let's say hi. Hello. If it works like this, it's pretty much I don't need to ask anyone at home there. Hello. Let's prepare to example. Let's see. Don't let me down. Okay, let's reload this again. And okay, it added the value, so I don't need to ask anybody. Yeah, now I can just go and do it in form. What we're gonna do is number 1, we will start to set up values on this controller, and number 2, we will start to fill elements here. Hey, now I can see something working here. There you go. Let's go. Hold on. I need to pick the phone for a moment. There you go. Okay. So given this, now I start to kind of set values. Okay. Since this is an input, I can just set values or get values. Within your config HTML, I do this config. I had to. Okay, hold on. I may have to go back in time. And if I'm not mistaken, I have an old config that loads everything. Okay, this is the old config file, and I need to understand what I'm doing. I can say now let's call a config file here. Yes. Now I can start to reconfigure the plugin. So since the plugin already works, I don't want to mess up too much stuff here, and what I want to do is to write some sort of wrapper that allows me to pass this argument in an easy way. You have sensitivity, smoothing, and bit sample. Depending on what you input this, I will just emit something to the browser in order for you to draw your visualization. Now, how can I do? How I'll do it? I have you can request a draw to draw a frame, but it depends of whatever I'm looping. And the only way that I can think that you can receive data for your visualizations is I will just write an emitter, and that emitter for every draw every frame I'm drawing, I will emit an emitter. I don't know how fast it is. That's the problem. Because when you draw something, it's just boom, that's it. But if you send an emitter from a draw frame to draw a frame outside of this event, so it will be complicated. So I'm just thinking carefully, what should I do? Shouldn't request to draw frame. I just emit the data for every loop of data. And given that, I will start to give you parameters to draw. Yeah. That's pretty much the idea here. So let's start with sorry. Oh, thank you. No, you need to. Yeah, go ahead. No. Just leave it here. Just leave this stuff here. I have to restart and reclassify what I really need or what I don't need. Weirdly enough, I don't see my channel on Twitch. What is going on here? I've been live for a period of time. I'm just trying to follow myself what I'm doing here, okay? Just give me a second. Well, there's now a bunch of people on creative. Yeah, I think I'm not being casting properly, which sucks balls, really. Oh, don't tell me I'm not live. Okay. There you go. I'm alive. There you go. I was worried that I was not showing myself here. Okay. So objective number 1 is to add the list of audio devices to the document. So when I run the index just add the elements. But to remember how I did that, because I just delete the main index long ago. So I may have to rewrite how I was doing this. So the index goes and runs index, yeah. The index then loads the sources, and then here there is a slash plugin runs load config, and then it runs the XBC audio visualizer that is an object into config. What? Hold on, hold your horses here. XJS audio visualizer is the object that configures everything. Yeah, this is the one that the class that I may need to retouch. So this XJS audio visualizer is this file is the main class component object for our visualization. So I may have to rewrite how things are being loaded here. Especially this sound allowed. Over here we write all the function that brings the data. There are things that we're not using anymore. Oh my god, this tastes so good. Yum. Okay, let's start thinking. Okay. When you load the config loads the defaults, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is the one that I may need to take care of. So let's start to load the config here. Now that we have this, we will write functions to parse and write data. Into this, we will create a function called let parse XPI select option, where the data, where this is a function that will say the data is equals to an object, and then we write a selector that will be string. And this is the beauty of Sublime Text, because you can write something here, tap, then parse your selection description, then I start to write the type. Oh, sorry, I forgot to write that because it's a function. It wrote for the words a bit different. So I'm setting up this is a role method to create functions in XPC. So put this here. Then again, now I will parse the parse option. Selector option for an XUI select object. Thank you. Then we have the object that has two values. It has two values. A value, the option, and text. As follows: value 1, text I. Then we have the selector that is a string. The DOM selector of the select of the XUI element that we want to parse. We want to add the option. Okay, example Class more my ID. There you go. We don't return anything. Just we go the price right from this. So let's start. And I will write that this is a sort of template. And I will say here if data dot value, and where is the value? Some sort of I have to allow if somebody tries to develop something here, I have to leave it open. So I have to leave this thing open. If data.text, because there is nothing like that, say alert, no text on option. There you go. I think I should just write this. Exactly like this. Probably I will get an error here because probably it says that it's not defined. Like data value. Okay, accordingly to Babel, this can be read in a very different way. Let's see. I know that this in Babel, when you ring-code this stuff, it wrote in a completely different way. So, Babel. Yeah. So let me write this. If type of, oh, it doesn't change. I think it's if this. Excuse me? Oh, lunchtime. Okay. So I had to cut this lunchtime. Let me over here maybe scene. Okay, so for me it's lunchtime. It looks so blurry. I wonder why. Okay. I think it's because of the frame skip, and since I am using the split is different. Okay, so I will try to continue part this afternoon. I will try to push as much LM as I can. So finally we can have something decent to work. And the next thing I will do is to make sure it emits the data in order for you guys to create later on your graphics. But for the moment I will start to write two scripts separated from the main object, so I can just make sure it reads these two files in order to just generate the required document. Okay, so it's time for me to take lunch. Thank you very much, and see you later, guys. Okay, bye bye.